Hello everyone and welcome back to DJ's Gaming. We are here with a special episode of Smalland Survive the Wilds. I posted an episode a few weeks back when the game did the update, the Taming update, and that episode's gone wild, and we've had a bunch of people ask me, where do you get the taming traps? You know, where do you get the baits? And so I thought I would do a quick episode showing kind of where you get these things. You know, how you can get them and where you can get them. So the taming traps are kind of a twofold thing. You have the bait and you have the trap itself. Now, the bait, long story short, the bait, you can get the recipes for the bait as you travel and complete the main storyline and talk to people. The traps, on the other hand, you get those recipes when you complete, or when you gather the specific item that makes that recipe special, that trap special. So you should always have the trap recipe before you have the bait recipe. And so if we go ahead and just take a look, the basic taming trap you should get almost instantly, like beginning of the game, if you don't already just start with it. I'm not sure if you start with it. The simple bait used to be the ladybug bait, which you started with. So you start with making the basic taming trap. Now, the basic taming trap, as it says, it's basic. It's really good at getting ladybugs and bull ants and maybe bees. It might be able to get you bees. Beyond that, the basic taming trap is going to be almost useless against anything beyond your everyday average bee. You know, if you want anything stronger, you have to do the improved taming trap. Which you might be able, with the basic taming trap, you might also be able to get the cricket. You might be able to get the cricket with the basic taming trap. The improved taming trap, you get the recipe for this when you get fiber string. When you make your first fiber string, you get the improved taming trap. And this one you can use for, you know, it's good for bees, it's good for crickets. The tasty bait used to actually be the cricket bait. But you should be able to also use it on some of the beetles. And you should be able to also use it on the lizards. The lizards and the things that are on the beach. And then the advanced taming trap, you get the advanced taming trap when you make the silk thread. As, you know, if you actually, you know, read the description, the metal chassis of this trap, so it's the silk thread and iron ingots. When you get to make those, that's when you get the advanced taming trap. The delicious bait used to be what was used to tame the wasps. So that's what the advanced taming trap was the old wasp bait. And then the supreme taming trap, when you mine pyrite for the first time, is when you will get this recipe. And the supreme taming trap, oh, right, I forgot to tell you. So the advanced taming trap can pretty much be used to get almost anything on the southern island. And you can use it to get stuff on the northern portion of the map, but it's going to be difficult. I used an advanced taming trap to get the scorpion. But the supreme taming trap, you get the recipe for this when you mine pyrite for the first time. And the superb bait used to be the bait for the scorpions. It used to be the scorpion bait. Now, the people you get these from, and I believe I actually told someone wrong in the comments. I'm gonna have to fix that. So the simple bait, I believe you should start with. I don't know because I was really far into the game by the time the update happened. So I think the simple bait though you start with, and then you should, if you go to Scaldy, you talk to Scotty. I don't know how to say his name, and he gives you the defeat the rhino beetle. You go defeat the rhino beetle. He'll give you the next bait. He'll give you the tasty bait. Now, after you defeat Scaldy, of course, he'll send you over to Lysandra. And Lysandra used to give you the bait to tame the wolf spiders. But it looks like they may have removed that. And instead, when you defeat the albino spider, you end up getting the healing potion. Or the cure. To cure all diseases. Not diseases. Poison. And so now, you need to talk to the historian if you want the delicious bait. If you want the delicious bait, you need to talk to the historian. And so yeah, that's where the delicious bait comes from, is the historian. Which you can actually go look at my finding the historian video, and I talk to him and I get delicious bait from him. He just gives it to you. You just ask him, hey, how are you surviving and with so many dangerous creatures around you? And you're like, oh, I feed him this. And he gives it to you. The last one for the supreme bait, for the supreme taming, so the superb bait, so after you have to come up here. You talk to Granger. He says, hey, go over, I believe it's over here. And when you go over here, you'll get to find a cult of people who really like scorpions. And they will, I'm guessing they're going to give us the superb bait. That is actually going to be my next episode, is I'm going to come up here and find them. I'm not sure if they're going to be over here or if they're in this building up here, because there's a building here. You can kind of tell that's a big, huge building, temple-y thing. He just says that they're off to the west, so it could be here, could be over here. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, that's how you end up getting it. Scaldy, historian, and the guys up here is where you get the baits from. But I'm not 100% sure on that because of the fact that we started really late, or we were really far in. So someone will have to correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. If they've gotten, if they've restarted the game or something when the update happened. But I'm pretty sure that you start with the basic taming trap and the simple bait. Just, you start with it. And then you get these from the 3 different people. And if I'm wrong, then it means it's the other way around, where you get the tasty bait. You would get the tasty bait from Lysandra. So that's pretty much it. Scaldy or Lysandra, they're the ones that will give you the tasty bait, dependent upon where it starts out at, or how it starts. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys have, because Scaldy needs you to defeat the rhino beetle, If you guys want any kind of tips and suggestions on how to beat the rhino beetle, I've defeated him a couple of times now, just for the fun of it, and I've kind of learned a little bit about how to beat him. So if you guys want any tips on beating him, or the albino spider, or the black hornet, I think I've beat the black hornet a couple of times already as well. You know, tell me in the comments section. I can make another video about tips on how to beat these bosses. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in my next episode. Thank you so much, and have fun.